a worse phrase in the English language than no worries? No worries. Everyone's saying no worries. I bump into people left and right because I'm a slob. I'm like a mess in hot yoga, dude. It's a hot yoga problem of the century. I'm dead tired. I'm hungover and I'm still in there sweating my nuts off. And I'm like, hey, excuse me, I'm sorry. They go, no worries, no worries. Okay, I respect it. I appreciate it. But you telling me no worries makes me more worried. I know that you don't mean it. I know you're like, get off me, you fat slob. It was an accident. Yeah, I'm having a great day, dude. I'm having a great day. I'm having a great life, a great year, a great whatever, man. Everything's cooking. And you take a second to just take stock of that, because that's the number one sign that things are about to fall off the rails, when things are mostly going okay. And if I was really honest, I would say no, things are not going okay. There's other issues. There's always something percolating. But I think what it is, to be quite honest, as the tens of loyal listeners of Raff's Brain hot yoga problems know, it's been a saga lately. I've been off the grid. I mean, I've been off the podcast grid. I'm still very much connected and I'm definitely in the grid and on the grid. I've just not been podcasting for the past maybe week and a half. I've been still, life is continuing, but man, I had to really buckle down and focus, because just a couple days ago, I turned 50 years old. Yes, the big 5-0, me and Ryan Reynolds, together. October 23rd, Libra, Scorpio, cusp babies. That means we can read both of the, what are those things called? Horoscopes? Once I realized that I'm on the cusp, dude, me and Ryan Reynolds are almost identical birthday twins. Not quite. He's 1 year younger. But definitely there's a lot of similarities in appearance, I think. High cheekbones, a little scruff. I got glasses and maybe a little chubbier face, and my teeth aren't quite as pearly white. Nevertheless, that was all. This is just junk in my car. I'm hauling around a bunch of junk right now because 2 days ago, I turned 50, had a birthday party at a brewery down the street from my house. I had to lug in some gear from my One Human show. It was a good time. I'm gonna post it. I'll post the audio as a podcast. I'll post the video on the YouTube channel. My friend Travis was there recording it. It was a brilliant mess, a perfect disaster of sorts. I'm very happy with how it turned out. People seemed to enjoy themselves. It was entertaining, it was touching, it was heartwarming. There wasn't a dry eye in the house by the end of the night, my friends. And I think I can look back and say I did something special, which is really, that's the aim of your 50th birthday. Like half a century is no joke. That's not an insignificant amount of time. So I'm glad that I did what I did to push through, but it required me to focus, and that's why I didn't record any podcasts. I have been doing yoga, my diet and exercise has continued to a degree. Exercise is tough. I get my steps in. I got to coordinate with my cousin to get another follow-up episode and lock in. Here's the thing, it's Saturday. I'm going to have a good weekend. I'm already feeling great. I haven't come down from the high of my 50 year birthday show. That was just a great time. I'm sending out the thank you emails I had about, 50 people in attendance, friends, family, loved ones. We had a blast. I had a blast. I don't know. It's hard not to have a blast at a brewery on a Thursday night when it's your birthday. So, what's up? Well, I'm just feeling like I have a lot of momentum, a lot of urgency to create. I have more ideas, more projects. I gotta start taking my outputs to the next level. You can turn on right, bro. It is a red light, but you can turn on right. It is a red light, but you can turn on right. Come on, do it. Get some courage. Grow a pair. Grow a set. You can do it too. Yeah, you can do it, Subaru. You were driving a Subaru Outback. And here, the finally light that turns green, and then you're a mean machine. Yeah, I'm a freestyle rap artist. Today, when people annoy me, I don't get mad. I say, yay, let's go. Let's come up with some rhymes to make fun of those foes. People can't drive, dude. I swear. I know, and I know that, like, I think the vast majority of people think that they're excellent drivers. There's something about that. I think it's like Lake Wobegon or whatever, that old PBS show, like, you know, everyone's above average or whatever. I know that I'm a great driver. I am confident. My record demonstrates it. It's proof. There's evidence that it's irrefutable. I have great cat-like speed and reflexes. No one messes with me. I've never been, knock on dashboard, in an accident. I mean, I've been in an accident, but it wasn't my fault. I was a passenger in the teenage years, and that it was just a kind of a fender bender, but nothing major, thank goodness, has ever befallen me. I'm very, very good. And so when you are an excellent driver, who can sympathize? I think most people on this call will say, yeah, I get it, I'm an excellent driver. You're not, probably. That's the bad news, folks. Raff's brainiacs out there, the tens of loyal fans of the show, I hate to break it to you, although maybe there is an overlap. Maybe there's like these, what do we call them? Concentric circles in the Venn diagram. I bet a significant number of you are excellent drivers just because you have great taste in friends. I only stay friends with people who can drive. I don't want to befriend people who can't drive. Because what good are they to me? If I need a DD, I don't want to call someone up who's I don't trust. I mean, the whole point of a DD is to get you home safely. So, I don't know, man. If you can't drive, you're probably not listening to this show. But I hate to break it to there's some of you in there, undoubtedly, of the tens of loyal listeners. There's probably one or two of you who think you're a great driver. Right? I promise you, you're not Rain Man, dude. You are not in that category. So just everyone should be careful, check themselves, drive with humility, patience, observation. What was the whole point of this? When I'm driving around, DC is the worst. Maryland drivers are the pits of the pits. I mean, everyone, but really the whole place is littered with morons that can't drive a car for anything. It's unbelievable. So when I encounter them, historically, it's really ground my gears, as the kids say. Do kids say that? No, I think like adults say that. I feel like grandparents say that. When's the last time you even heard that phrase? Where'd that come from? Who planted that seed into my brain? That really grinds my gears. By the way, I said it in the past tense, which I don't think is even a thing. That ground my gears. Has anyone ever said that? That could be a Raffety original. And by original, I mean I just, put it in the past tense and call it that and pretend that it's new. What are you talking about, bro? Grinds my gears. That's like my great grandma used to say about burning pancakes or something. What's up? So, what was I going to say? Oh, I just like to make fun of people when they drive. So I spent probably 20 years of my life getting all bent out of shape when I encounter bad drivers, which they're everywhere, by the way. They're not isolated to the Beltway. They're not isolated to Pittsburgh or West Virginia. Human beings, bro, everywhere on planet Earth, there are bad drivers. There's no one that has the monopoly on that. There are certain regions of the country where it might be a little bit more prominence, allegedly. I guess I could maybe do a ranking someday. But here's the main takeaway from all this that I want to impart with you as we wrap up this latest, greatest episode of Hot Yoga Problems is you're probably not as good a driver as you think. That's okay. But the good news is, for people that are excellent drivers, when we encounter you, historically, it would upset me. It would throw me into a tizzy. It would throw me off. It would just ruin my day, and it's insane. At a certain point, I woke up. I was like, why are you living your life this way? You can't control that. You're always going to encounter it. There's like a 1 in 3 chance on any drive, anywhere, that you will encounter a complete, and you're like, who is it? This person, like, are they licensed? Like, are they coherent? Are they suffering a stroke right now in the middle of their commute? So this happens a lot. And there are ways to react, right? This is like the old saying, life is like a box of chocolates. No, life is 99%. What is the percentage breakdown? I think it's 90% what happens to you. No, 10% what happens to you, 90% how you react. Is that the proper assignment of percentages? Is that the phrase? Is it 80-20? 75-25, 90-10? It all has to add up to 100. But I like that phrase. It suggests that you are in much more control of how you react to any situation, which you can't control, which you can't control most situations in life. Let's accept that reality. So how do you Jedi mind trick yourself? I conduct freestyle raps now. It's what I decided to do this morning. I encountered a terrible driver. He was delaying me. He wouldn't turn right on red. People are fearful. Oh, am I allowed? I don't even know why. I don't think that they're allowed to, or they're fearful. Is like someone gonna come out of nowhere and sideswipe you? No, dude. Red light, intersection, turn your head, no one coming, take a right. It's not that hard. So when I encounter that, I could get angry about it. I could honk my horn, yell at them, flip them off, a double bird sometimes maybe. That's not a good thing. That's not gonna help bring happiness to the world. It's not going to resolve the situation. And it might be momentarily cathartic as a release, but even then, what does that reveal about me as a human being? That I have to spit fire at a stranger? Don't do it. Don't give in to that. Just try to think up a freestyle rap to make fun of these fools, man. That's how I do it. And guess what? At some point in time, I've made some bad decisions. I've cut people off. I've waited a little bit too long to get into the merge lane. All those things are true of me. And so people are yelling at me. And I'd rather have them do a freestyle rap about me than have some road rage on my butt and pull out a 9 and take care of business. And it's bye-bye Raffety, bye-bye Raff's brain. I don't want that. Let's put out some goodness in the world this weekend, folks. We're back on action. Things are coming. I cannot wait to share with you the show that I performed. It was bizarre. I'm not sure how it's going to land as a digital experience versus a lived experience. So stay tuned and, we shall see. But more of that type of thing is on the horizon. I'm heading back to West Virginia next week, not the week after next week. I'm going to be reunited with my pals, at least a couple of them. So we're going to get some content. We're going to keep pushing boundaries. Creative chaos and greatness awaits, man. Oh, all right, time to wake up, get to work. The work of play. Have a great day and a nice weekend and all that sort of stuff. Until next time, namaste, mofos.